To continue our conversation of the imminent, it seems, third indictment on former President Donald Trump. And joining us to discuss is Professor Emeritus at Harvard Law School, Alan Dershowitz. Professor, great to have you with us as always. Let's just start. What are you observing? What do you anticipate? Your, I guess, top line observations.
Well, there'll definitely be an indictment, and it will relate around the events of January 6th. For which Trump was already impeached and acquitted. And we have to wait and see what it contains. If it's about the speech, obviously that's constitutionally protected under the First Amendment. If it's about electors, there are cases that say that the way to challenge an election is to put forth a separate slate of electors. There's a Hawaii case in 1960, it goes back to the Tilden Hayes elections. So I don't think that would be an appropriate basis for a criminal prosecution, but we have to wait and see. They may have smoking guns. They had one in the Florida case where they had that tape, the video of him showing documents to somebody saying it could have been declassified, but it wasn't. We'll see if there's anything similar here.
Yeah, and of course, we haven't seen the indictment yet, but if this goes forward, if there is an indictment, I assume they'll assign a judge, and this is going to be in Washington, D.C. Tell me the complications that may present for Mr. Trump.
Well, it's not so clear it'll be in Washington, D.C. The indictment will be in Washington, D.C., and the first thing his lawyers will do will be to move for a change of venue to Northern Virginia, which is just next door, where there's a more balanced jury pool. In Washington, D.C., over 90% of the jury pool probably will have voted against Trump. So there'll be a motion to change the venue. And that motion should succeed because he's entitled to a jury of his peers, and a jury of his peers doesn't include 90% of people who voted against him.
And Professor, Texas Senator Ted Cruz said that an indictment would be election interference. Do you agree with that?
Well, it would interfere with the election, there's no doubt. But if he has, in fact, committed serious crimes, that's his fault, not the prosecution's fault. But if it's an elective indictment, if it's something that could either go one way or the other, then it shouldn't be brought during an election campaign. He now will face at least 3 indictments, perhaps the 4th one in Fulton County. And look, I have a constitutional right to do what I've done twice, that is to vote against Donald Trump on the merits. And I intend to exercise that constitutional right, and I don't want prosecutors to take that away from me and the millions of other people who want to vote either for or against Donald Trump. The vote should be up to the people, the citizens, not up to a bunch of bureaucrats who decide that he should be indicted on phony charges. The New York indictment, for example, is totally phony. It should have resulted in discipline against the prosecutor who brought it. The Florida indictment seems sounder, and we'll see what the D.C. indictment looks like.
Do you think this could be a broad net kind of indictment that would include a lot of people, some names that we've heard? And I don't want to say, utilizing RICO statutes, but something that is much broader, a conspiracy that goes way beyond anything discussed on the January 6th in those hearings?
It's possible. You know, every civil libertarian has been furious at Congress for passing the RICO laws, at prosecutors for using conspiracy laws, but suddenly civil libertarians on the left are asleep, and they say, oh, let's do it. Let's expand the RICO laws. Let's expand the espionage laws. Let's expand the conspiracy laws as long as Donald Trump's civil liberties don't apply. I'm a consistent civil libertarian. I don't think RICO law should be applied to political context. It was designed to get the mafia, not to get the Republican Party. And if it's used, it'll be misused.
All right. Alan Dershowitz, thank you so much, sir. Appreciate it. Might be talking to you again sometime soon. We don't know
That's right.
when, but like you're saying, there will be an indictment. So thank you so much for joining us, sir.
Thank you.